chirping. So let's get started, I guess. Yeah. So our SDG chosen behind our product is the fourth SDG, which is quality education. And under quality education, we are mainly focused on literacy because we think that it's important for people to know how to communicate in these times. So the product will teach the kids English alphabets using AI, and they will be able to start building up their own words using this language eventually. And hopefully, with more practice, they'll be able to speak in English, which is also our goal further.
So quality education is when a person is educated by either formal or informal education. Only 85% of the world is literate, which means that we're trying to get it to 100%. And on average, 30% of the population of the sub-Saharan African countries is literate. So obviously we want to change that and make sure that most countries are educated. Our target audience is kids aged from 3 to 5 years old who still struggle to achieve basic education. The game will get them familiar with more words in English, and it's also to brush up their basics.
So our product is a teaching game for kids aged from 3 to 5, in which there's a parrot which teaches words to the kids, English words, so that they can learn and try to understand the vowels used in the word. For example, when the child will say A or A, then it will show how to pronounce it as A, and also a picture of a word that is represented with the sound, for example, in this case, apple.
Okay, so
Right.
so how we have incorporated AI. So basically, with the help of using machine learning, we have trained the AI to recognize the certain alphabets, including A, T, O, I, T, G. These are some of the alphabets we have trained it to recognize. So hence, when the child will spell out one of the alphabets, example A, then it will give the correct pronunciations, also with the initials of the letter like big A and small a. So hence the AI is trained to learn a few of these letters and will able to respond to the commands given by the child.
So this will help us achieve the SCG as it provides people a good understanding of the basic, like the children a good understanding of the alphabet. It teaches them how to pronounce the alphabet properly as well as read it. So they learn two things at once. So the problem has been solved before by a lot of people in different ways. People solve this problem by donating money to schools, but people don't focus on the basic, on like the basic parts. They focus on the worldwide global issues, and they don't focus on the basic things like teaching young children how to just speak a language or read a language, which is what our game has focused on.
Last 10 seconds, team 3.
So this is a game. App. So here the AI has recognized the alphabet as D instead. Okay. How feasible is our solution? Our solution is feasible by so our solution is very easy, but while working, the coding was little difficult as first I did it with images, but instead we had a last minute change to do it with sound.
Okay, thank you, team three. I'm afraid we're going to have to stop you all here. We've run out of time. But thank you so much. Over to our judges if you'll have any feedback for team 3.
How would the game, what is the platform for the game? Where would it be available?
Well, it's a free game. It will be available on like various platforms. Like for Windows, it will be Play Store. For Apple, it would be like App Store, I think. So,
Yeah.
So it relies on the internet. They will have to have internet access to get it.
yes.
Okay. So one thing to consider for the countries with less resources or African, or the ones that would make a difference that you guys mentioned at the beginning of your presentation. One thing to consider is how would they be able to access without internet access. So how could be something that maybe they download once and use offline. So a couple of things to think about.
Okay, thank you.